the Infinite Goddess. Thanks for stopping by my page once again. Today, I just wanted to kind of share with you a little bit of what's been going on with me during this month of August that I think is very important, and I feel like maybe some of you might be going through the same thing as well. So during the month of August, I started off wanting to really just take a break in the whole month. I really felt that and was hearing my higher self really just tell me, like I needed to rest and I need to take the whole month of August off. So I decided to do that, and so I made sure that I didn't have any sessions for this whole month besides if I was doing like a personal reading for someone I was coaching or something like that. So I took off the whole month, and this whole month I thought that I would be really just resting and then going on a vacation and things like that, and it totally was not what I expected at all. So during this month of August, it really turned into what you would call an ascension month, which is kind of like going through a transformational stage, like the next level, like leveling up, going from one cycle to the next, or ending a cycle, I should say, ending a cycle. And then, I feel like ending that cycle, making room for your desires, or you can also say quantum leaping. And before that happens, there are some things that need to occur in your life first, okay? So during this process, I really can't tell you how long it takes because it might be different for all of you, but I've gone through this process many times, and a lot of times I have some of the same things that occurred. I want to share that with you. And if you feel like that you resonate with any of this, leave a comment below and let me know if you can relate. So during this ascension process, normally I'm like very tired. Normally I have to drink a lot of water, which I have to do anyway, but still like that just happens a lot more, especially because like you're going through this releasing process. And so I cry a lot, I talk a lot about my feelings. A lot of times things from the past come up during this time as well. And when that happens, a lot of times when I'm not aware that I'm in this process previous to all this happening, because sometimes, I'll know ahead of time. But I did not expect that this time. It's like I knew it from a reading that I had. They were telling me about August, but it just slipped my mind. I thought that there was some things that I did in July that I wouldn't have to be doing in August. And no, that was not the case. So anyway, releasing some things from your past. You'll notice that some things from your past will come up. Old relationships, friendships, whether it's family, different things like that will start coming up. Seems like out of nowhere. And it'll force you to address that. And it's like a final stamp, I should say, on letting those things completely go so that you can move on to the next level, to the next phase in your journey. So for me, it was two specific things that came up, and I was really frustrated to where I was like crying, because I was just like, I've gone through a releasing process and a forgiving process with these two situations from my past. I don't know why it keeps coming up, and now it's getting into my dreams, and now I'm frustrated. And even having certain type of dreams during this time happens as well. And so I was just crying. I was just so upset. And then I just started feeling like, wait, this feels really familiar. And one of the things I noticed is that when I'm going through this process, I have a really good relationship with my higher self and my spirit tribe. And when I go through this process, and when I'm asking them for help, guidance, different things, although I know they're already doing that, and I just kind of talk to them, for me, it always seems more quiet, more still. And it's hard to explain because I know that they're there still, and I know that they're, doing things, but it almost seems like everything's at a halt, and they're kind of just like, we have to step back and allow you to go through this process, because this is what you're supposed to be going through. It's not something that we can save you from. It's something that you have to go through to get to this next part. And although we like for it to be the way we want it to be, the easiest way and the most, non-traumatic way, where we don't have to, cry and do all these other things, this is a part of the process. And that crying, is really an awesome thing. You know, I have this challenge that I call like your tears are magic, and so if you're interested in that, let me know, because that's pretty cool. 5-day challenge. But so yeah, I had to go through that, releasing these past things that came up, even relationships, old friends, and different things. And I'm just like, why is all this happening during this time? And once I started noticing that feeling with my spirit tribe and my higher self, I'm like, oh, I know what this is. Okay. Because I've been through this many times before, and normally I feel like I notice it a lot sooner. But this time I noticed it, and I was just like, all right, definitely this is something that I'm going through right now. And that just means that I'm transitioning from one phase to another, and that these are definite things that I have gone through a process of releasing and forgiving, but there's still something else there that I'm missing. And so a lot of times when we go through a process of forgiving and doing different stuff like that, when something comes back up, there is something that we're missing from that situation. And if you like information about the releasing process, why that comes up again, what do you do when you feel like you've forgiven someone and that you've released something and it comes back up again? Will it always come back up again? So if you have any of those questions, leave a comment below, and I'll do a video about that as well, and just kind of like walk you through the process of even just forgiving, and not just forgiving, but forgiving through love, and being able to use that and turn those situations to positive, working for your good and not against you. So going through all of that, what else? What's another thing? I said crying, talking a lot, drinking water, being very tired, dreams, old past things coming up, old relationships coming up, and I can't think of anything else right now, but that's a lot. And then also what I feel from my spirit tribe and my higher self at that time, it all lets me know what's going on. So going through this process, I think it's August 22nd. It's taken me a long time to even do this video, because I was just not being motivated. I wasn't motivated. I was just kind of like tired and in my own world, like I don't feel like doing anything. I did push myself to do a few things, but then also right now, and also my kids and my husband just reminded me that you really have to just listen to your body and continue to listen and continue to feel what it is that you need, and not look around you and say, okay, well, the house needs to be clean, I got this laundry list of things to do, I gotta wash clothes, I gotta do this. And it's just like, yeah, but those are the physical things. And a lot of times if we aren't together spiritually, the things around us can get chaotic and even worse than what it seems. So going through that process. So if you're going through an ascension process right now and some of that sounds familiar, drop a comment below. I'd love for you to share what it is that you do to get you through that process. And if you share any of the same symptoms or things as me every time you go through this process, and what that looks like for you. Because I know that there's a lot going on in the universe right now. And there's a new moon coming up in Virgo on the 27th. So I know it's just a lot that's happening, going on. I can really feel it. And I'm not an astrologist. I'm still learning astrology, but I do know that a lot of times I go off of my feelings on things, and it always aligns with what's going on in the cosmos, and also just my communication and my astral traveling as well. So I'm always connected in some way. And this is just a time that I feel like we all have, at some point, we all have gone through, or all will go through at some point on our journey in life. And it's really good to really be able to recognize what that looks like and different things that you can do. And I would just say, honestly, just listen to your body, drink plenty of water, take notes and write down your feelings and different things as they occur. Even if you have to just record yourself talking, doing different things like that, because you want to be keeping record of some of these things that's going on, so that you can really just kind of like see what's happening, what did happen, and see where you came from. A lot of times, sometimes in life, I like to go back and see where I came from and just be in so much gratitude and about where I've come and where I am now every time I go through this process. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe so that you can also be notified when I am doing another video. You can hit the bell as well. But yeah, so the next video that I'm going to do is probably going to be a Reiki video, and I'm going to be teaching you how to do Reiki in 60 seconds. All right, so I'm going to teach you how to connect with the Reiki energy and how to be able to use it in your daily life in 60 seconds. I believe I can do that. And so that's going to be my next video. So stay tuned. So don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss that video, because you're going to love it. All right. So you guys have a wonderful, awesome day. Remember, you are magic. So today, be magical. Bye.